Stop what you are doing right now because the Houston Texans are playing a dangerous game with the soul of this franchise, and I am absolutely losing my mind over it. We are talking about CJ Stroud, the man who saved football in H-Town, the kid who walked into a desert and brought the rain, and yet the front office is acting like he is just another guy on the roster. This is explosive, this is potentially catastrophic, and quite frankly, it is disrespectful to everything we are building here in Houston. You will not believe the whispers coming out of the locker room right now. Before we dive into this absolute madness, we need to talk about us, the fans, the real heartbeat of the Houston Texans. We are on a mission to hit 4,000 subscribers on this channel because we are building the strongest, loudest, and most informed tribe in the entire NFL. If you bleed deep steel blue and battle red, if you believe that CJ Stroud is the savior we have waited a decade for, then you need to hit that subscribe button right now because we are taking this journey together. Now, let us look at the raw reality of what is happening behind the scenes because Xavier Hutchinson just dropped a truth bomb that should have every executive in that building shaking in their boots. Hutchinson is not just a teammate, he is a brother in that 2023 class, and he is telling anyone who will listen that CJ Stroud is not just a quarterback, he is a generational talent who is being forced to prove himself all over again. It is ridiculous when you think about it, truly preposterous. We are talking about a kid who had a historic rookie season, a kid who showed unwavering confidence when the lights were the brightest, and yet there is this lingering feeling that the organization is dragging its feet. Hutchinson said it himself, 7 is back, and he is coming for everything they said he could not have. Do you understand the level of disrespect it takes to make a guy like Stroud feel like he has to prove people wrong again? He has all the tools, he has the talent to be arguably the best to ever play this game, but instead of a blank check, he is getting a waiting room. I am asking you right now, do you really think the Texans are handling this the right way? Are we really going to sit here and act like his rookie year was a fluke just because the front office wants to save a few pennies in the short term? It makes me sick to my stomach to think we could be alienating the best thing to happen to this city since the turn of the century. But wait, it gets even crazier. And this is where the narrative really starts to shift into a nightmare scenario for the fans. While the Texans were quick to pull the trigger on a 3-year, $150 million extension for Will Anderson Jr., they are apparently content to let CJ Stroud wait until 2026 to even discuss his future. Are you kidding me? We are talking about a league where the quarterback is the sun and everything else revolves around him, yet we are paying the defensive end before the franchise savior? Don't get me wrong, I love Will Anderson, he is a beast, he is a pillar of this defense. But this is a quarterback-driven league and CJ Stroud is the engine. The raw truth is that the Texans are being proactive with everyone except the one person who matters most. ESPN is already sounding the alarm, saying that if they don't pay him this offseason, you cannot claim it is no big deal. It is a massive deal. It is a monumental mistake in the making. The pressure is mounting and the teammates are starting to notice the disparity. You see, when you delay a deal like this, you aren't just saving money. You are sending a message. You are telling your leader that you still have doubts. You are telling the man who threw for 4,000 yards as a rookie that he hasn't done enough yet. It is a slap in the face to every fan who bought a number 7 jersey believing the search was finally over. The emotional pivot here is gut-wrenching, because we went from the high of a playoff win to the realization that our front office might be playing hardball with a diamond. Why are we playing games with a man's legacy? Why are we creating tension where there should only be celebration? This is the kind of organizational arrogance that ruins dynasties before they even begin. I am telling you, the locker room feels it, the city feels it, and CJ certainly feels it. They want you to think it is just business. But in the NFL, everything is personal when it comes to the franchise guy. Now let us talk about the redemption arc because while the suits are crunching numbers, CJ Stroud is in the lab becoming a different animal entirely. Nico Collins, his number 1 target, the man who sees the fire in his eyes every single day, says Stroud is a different dude now. He is a man on a mission and he is ready to hunt. That gives me chills. That should give every defender in the AFC South night terrors. But there is a shadow hanging over this, isn't there? The critics are pointing to that 2025 postseason showing. They are whispering about the completion percentage versus the results, and they are trying to find cracks in the armor. It is a classic move to tear down a king before he is even crowned. Even with the struggles under Nick Caley in his first year, Stroud was still setting career highs. He was still the most composed person in the building. And look at the physical transformation, he actually cut his locks, he showed up on March 2nd, earlier than almost anyone else, and he has been grinding in the Houston heat. Woody Marks is out here telling us that CJ got bigger, he got stronger, and his speed is reaching a level we haven't seen yet. He is putting in the work where he belongs, right here in Houston, not off in some luxury resort. This is the grit, the soul, and the personality of a winner. But here is the terrifying question: what happens if this goes wrong? What if the Texans keep waiting and the market for quarterbacks explodes even further? What if Stroud feels so undervalued that the relationship starts to fray? We have seen this movie before in other cities, and it always ends in a rebuild. I am being honest with you as your friend. And as a fellow fan, I am terrified that the Texans are overthinking the easiest decision in sports history. They have a Ferrari in the garage, and they are arguing over the price of the insurance. It is unbelievable. I am seriously losing my mind here because the evidence is staring us right in the face. D'Amico Ryans is out here praising the kid, saying that when you see a young man working the way Stroud is working, only positive things can come from it. Ryans knows. The coach sees the greatness. So why is there a disconnect between the sidelines and the front office? It feels like a secret war is being waged between being fiscally responsible and being a championship contender. Let me share a theory with you that only a true Texans fan would understand. I believe the front office thinks they can wait because CJ is too good of a guy to hold out. They think his character is a tool they can use to save money. That is a dangerous, insulting assumption. You don't reward a leader by making him wait in line. You reward him by showing him he is the priority. The rhythm of this team depends on Stroud feeling like the man. When he dipped in rushing yards after that concussion, the critics pounced. They said he was scared. They said he was tentative. But Marks is telling us he's using his legs more now, he's faster, he's more explosive. He is evolving while the contract stays stagnant. It is a fast-paced world, and the Texans are moving at a snail's pace. We are watching a young legend grow in real time, someone who is attacking the offseason with a ferocity we haven't seen since the peak of the league's greatest icons. If he has the bounce-back year that every single teammate is predicting, the price tag is going to go from high to astronomical. The Texans will pay a hefty price for their delay, and while they might do it happily then, they are risking the chemistry of the now. It is a high-stakes gamble with our emotions on the line. We are reaching the grand finale of this saga, and it is time for a reality check. The vision for the future of the Houston Texans is blindingly bright, but only if we don't let the shadow of contract disputes dim the lights. CJ Stroud is the truth. He is the leader. He is the one who took the weight of a struggling city and carried it on his shoulders without a single complaint. He is bigger, he is stronger, he is faster, and most importantly, he is hungrier than he has ever been. The locker room is united behind him, the coaches are in awe of him, and the fans are ready to run through a brick wall for him. Now I need to hear from you, the real Texans Nation. I want to see your fire in the comments below. Is this front office making a legendary mistake by waiting until 2026 to lock down our franchise? Are they playing with fire by paying the defense before the man under center? Or do you trust the process and believe CJ will stay loyal no matter what? I am reading every single comment because your voice is the soul of this team. We are 4,000 strong and growing, and we will not be silenced while our team's future hangs in the balance. Is this our year to finally take the crown, or are we being let down by the people in the suits? This is about more than just a game. It is about the respect a superstar deserves. If CJ Stroud is going to prove everyone wrong like he has his entire life, then the least we can do is stand behind him and demand that he gets what he has earned. This is our house, this is our quarterback, and this is our time to be heard. I will see you in the comments. Let us get loud and let us stay focused. Texans Nation.